The following contest is a submission match. On the way to the ring, from Palatka, Florida, McCool. And the opponent, from Long Island, New York, Ashley.
This sold-out crowd is on its feet tonight here in St. Louis, Missouri.
These fans are so excited, I'm having a hard time staying in my own seat myself.
I'm with you on that, partner. We've got a great show here tonight for these St. Louis fans, and I can't wait to get started. This superstar is all fired up, and so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah? Well, one mistake and we're going to see that fire put out pronto.
I think we might be looking at the future of the WWE in this ring tonight.
Wouldn't surprise me one bit. This is a great match, and the fans are definitely into it.
And that's what really matters. If the WWE fans aren't happy, they'll let you know it.
I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally nothing left to give.
And that's the attitude you have to take to win. You know that your opponent isn't going to hold anything back, and you can't afford to either.
I'd love to know you're coming up with this stuff, because it sure ain't from personal experience.
Night after night, the WWE superstars never fail to amaze the fans.
And that's a good thing. I don't even like to think about where we'd be if they didn't.
Well, we wouldn't be sitting here calling this match, that's for sure. You're right about that. Without the fans, we'd all be out of a job.
Man, this one's turned into a fight, pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit, it took me by surprise, and that doesn't happen often.
That's an understatement. You've been in hundreds of matches in your career. We both call hundreds more. We usually have a pretty good idea of what to expect, but not this time.
I guess it just goes to show you anything can happen here in the WWE. Michelle is looking to go the distance here tonight. There's nothing better than a woman who wants to go all the way.
Congratulations. I think you just made Jerry Lawler look like a mature adult.
When I first heard about this match, I wasn't sure what to think, but these superstars are blowing me away.
Really? As soon as I heard about it, I expected a tremendous matchup. And I haven't been disappointed.
Instead of pandering to the fans, you should really keep your head in the match.
Come on, you're looking at a superstar who can feed off a crowd and use that energy to win the match. The adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Hey, try to restrain yourself a little bit, okay? You're supposed to...
I don't know if this is such a good move. This could be disastrous.
These superstars give everything. Look at this. Pandering to the crowd.
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy while you build some momentum. Look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You got to watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up like this.
Ashley first came to the WWE as the winner of the Diva Search contest, and it's not hard to see why.
You'd have to be blind, deaf, and stupid not to. That is one beautiful creature right there. Seeing a match like this makes me proud to be part of this company.
I'm with you, partner. You just can't experience a thrill like this anywhere else.
And that's because you're not going to see athletes like the WWE superstars anywhere else, Cole.
You certainly aren't. They're the greatest athletes in the world, and this is the only place you'll see them doing what they do best.
What Michelle McCool lacks in experience, she makes up for in legs. Look at those things.
She's a good-looking woman, but it's going to take more than that to pick up the win here tonight.
You know you'd have a lot more success with women if you stop trash talking. Ashley's a wild little filly, but I bet I could tame her.
I'm not sure about that, partner. She seems like she'd be quite a handful.
She seems like she'd be a couple, but I don't see what that has to do with anything. This has been a great match so far, but I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guesswork involved, but if you're going to be snippy, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
Wow, if I knew it was that easy, I would have said that years ago.
Talk about superstars who don't have an ounce of quit between them. You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're too proud to realize that you're in trouble, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
Hey, you got to be in there every single match and be willing to do whatever it takes. You'd know that if you actually ever step between those ropes.
I don't have to have been in a match to realize that jeopardizing my future for the sake of one match is incredibly short-sighted.
You know, I'm going to replace you with somebody who actually knows what they're talking about. Maybe Carlito. He might be a little tough to understand sometimes, but at least he knows what it's like to wrestle a match.
I don't think anyone in this match has even considered that they might not walk out the winner.
Of course not. That's the kind of attitude that gets you beat quicker than anything.
And that's something I don't think people realize. The mental conditioning of the WWE superstars is just as impressive as the physical conditioning. If Michelle's not careful, she could wind up in a pinning predicament.
I don't think she's worried about that. She pulls out some of her best moves when she's on her back.
I've got no one to blame but myself. I walked right into that one.
I don't care how many times I see her. I'll never get over how good Ashley looks.
And she's more than just a pretty face. Ashley's an incredible competitor as well. These superstars are so unpredictable. I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
I don't think you're going to be able to. Just sit back and enjoy the ride.
And what a wild ride it's been so far, with no signs of stopping anytime soon.
Man, I don't want this match to end.
I'm with you, partner. But it's got to end sooner or later.
Well, whichever way it goes, no one can say that these superstars didn't give it everything they got.
Michelle may have bitten off more than she can chew here tonight.
Oh, man, I hope not. That's about the last thing you want a beautiful woman doing. This match proves without a doubt why SmackDown's the dominant brand in sports entertainment.
I can't help but agree, partner. You won't see action like this on Raw.
Even if you did, you'd have to hear about puppies, and government mules and scalded dogs. It's like a zoo over there. I've been looking forward to this match all night.
So have I. It's certainly been one of the most anticipated matchups in recent weeks.
And usually when you got that kind of hype, it's tough to live up to expectation, but these superstars aren't having any trouble doing that.
They sure aren't, and that's an impressive thing in and of itself.
I've got to admit it, I'm impressed by these superstars' performance here tonight.
She's stalking her opponent.
And I think she got all of that spear.
This capacity crowd is certainly getting its money's worth here tonight.
And it's a good thing, too. If they're not buying tickets, we're not getting paychecks.
Well, I don't think we'll have to worry about selling tickets the next time we come back here. Not after a match like this. Ashley certainly is a beautiful young woman. If I wasn't a happily married man.
Come on, what would you do with a woman like Ashley?
I'm not going to answer that, partner. My wife might be watching. I hope this isn't the last time we see these superstars face off. A high-risk maneuver in the works from that top turnbuckle.
These superstars are on fire tonight.
They sure are, and I don't think they're going to be put out anytime soon.
Even if you wind up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well, and having to deal with emotional as well as physical pain is that much worse.
Hey, it's pretty insightful for a guy who's never wrestled a match in his life.
Well, I've been in the locker room after a match and seen the superstars who don't get their hands raised. You can literally feel the disappointment radiating off them. It's not a pretty sight.
There isn't an ounce of quit in these superstars.
There certainly isn't. They're in this one to the bitter end. There's no doubt that Ashley is one of the most beautiful and talented divas on the roster.
Her only problem is her terrible taste in men. You know, she's refused every dinner invitation I've offered her.
Aren't you already married, partner?
Who said anything about marrying her? She's going for the spear.
And she might have knocked the wind out of her opponent with that one.
As long as these superstars have got anything left in the tank, they'll keep going at it.
They certainly don't look like they're going to give anything less than 100% here tonight.
I know I say this a lot, but it ain't ballet. You step between those ropes, you better be prepared to take some punishment.
And to dish some out as well. I don't think I've ever seen a superstar win a match by being a tackling dummy.
I cannot, oh man, whether you like this superstar or not, you gotta have a little sympathy right now.
I have to agree with you, partner. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. I don't know what's more uncomfortable, watching this or experiencing it.
Experiencing it, hands down, trust me.
A physical match like this will take its toll, and I think that's exactly what we're seeing here. Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle. An injured superstar is like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%, you've got to be able to hide it from your opponent.
That's absolutely right. This business is as psychological as it is physical. You can't let your opponents think you're...
I think someone's been taking flying lessons.
Look at these superstars go. It's obvious that they've done their homework on each other.
That's for sure. This match might have been over by now if they had.
Looks like someone's moving up in the world.
Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
You know, if you let me train you, you could be Cruiserweight champ inside a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories about the way you train people. You make Marine drill instructors look like pushovers.
Are you surprised? They're just training people to go to war. I train them to be WWE superstars.
Well, thanks but no thanks, partner. I think I'll stick to announcing for now.
This one could still go either way.
It sure could. It's not over until the referee calls for the bell.
The key to winning a match like this is to build momentum. You're not going to see a match won with just one or two moves.
No, but one or two big moves at a crucial point could change the direction of it completely. I think that if one of these superstars successfully executes their finishing move, this one is over.
That's not necessarily the case. Just because it's called a finisher doesn't mean it always ends the match.
You sound like you're speaking from experience.
That's ridiculous. When I hit someone with the clothesline from hell, they stay down, period.
I think you're developing a selective memory in your old age, partner. I knew it was only a matter of time before we saw that. I don't like it, but as long as it wins matches, it's going to keep happening.
And that's what matters. If you're not doing everything you can to win, you're in the wrong business. This match is so good, it's even worth having to sit next to you to watch it.
Thanks a lot. You know, you're not always my number one choice for a broadcast partner either.
You know what? You should partner up with Jerry Lawler. Then you could have the king and the queen on commentary.
Really funny. You know, that would almost be worth not having to work with a joker like you all the time.
And what a match. Kids, if you're watching this, don't try this stuff at home.
Absolutely not. These are trained WWE superstars. And even they wind up seriously injured sometimes.
That's for sure. Even me, a former WWE champion, has had his share of injuries over the years. Anyone who thinks this business is a piece of cake should get into the ring with these superstars.
I don't think anyone would last too long against them. These are trained WWE professionals. These superstars have proven time and again that they're willing and able to go the distance.
Well, you don't get too far in this business if you're not.
That's for sure, partner. There's always someone right behind you, ready to overtake you if you can't keep up.
What a match. I've got no idea what these superstars are going to do next.
That makes two of us, partner. And I think that's one of the things that makes it so exciting. I certainly don't envy the referee in this match.
No kidding. No matter what call you make, you're going to get on the bad side of at least one superstar.
And that's about the last place you want to be if you're not a superstar yourself. Trust me, I know.
You don't see action like this every day.
You sure don't. And we've got the best seats in the house.
We sure do. Front and center. We couldn't be any closer to this match without being in it.
Whoa, that's your territory, partner, not mine. I'm perfectly happy staying right where I am.
There's been a lot of blood, sweat, and tears shed in that ring over the years.
And if these superstars have their way, there's going to be a lot more shed here tonight.
I'd ask you who you were pulling for in this match, but I think it's pretty obvious since the beginning who you're rooting for.
I never claim to be completely objective. I respect superstars who show some sportsmanship in the ring.
Spoken like somebody who's never been in a match, Michael. If you're putting your body on the line in there, you got to do whatever it takes to protect yourself and pick up the win.
You're talking about two different things. Self-defense is one thing, but cheating to steal a victory is something completely different.
Wow, great reversal. Can you believe this match so far?
I really can't. This isn't anything like what I expected from these competitors.
Yeah, I gotta admit, they are surprising the hell out of me here too.
Come on, ref. That should have been a disqualification right there.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Bottom line is, it ain't. These superstars are putting on a clinic.
Yeah, and not a health clinic. I don't think they'll be the same after this one.
It's crazy to think that we actually get paid to do a job like this. There's thousands of people out there who would do this for free.
Really? Maybe I should look into that. I could get a better broadcast partner and...
Here's your winner, Ashley.